her final game, Kayla Pedersen!
Larissa, what's your thoughts on the game?
I thought the girls really fought hard. I think Boomers played a hell of a game. Garrick in particular shot the lights out, and credit to them. I'm really proud of how the girls played. We had a really bad start, and in fact we gave them a few leads and just kept fighting back. We did make 1-3 for the night. Sorry about the lifeline cause. And we haven't had a game like that, but I think the girls absolutely played their butts off and really took it to them, and I'm really proud of how they went about it.
How do you sum up the season? Because it has been so close so far, so many times.
Yeah, frustrating. I think probably we're inconsistent. It's probably fair to use for us this season. At our best we could beat anyone, and at our worst it's frustrating. So I think there's a lot that goes on that when you don't get to watch every game and know the ins and outs. We've had a few players missing at times, but even though they're out there, we've had a lot of broken players, which has really hurt us when you've got other teams like your Melbournes, your Canberras, your Adelaides and your Perths in particular, who are really deep and dynamic and scorers everywhere. If you're not completely fit out there, you get hurt, and you just have to be switched on at all times, and unfortunately you need a bit of luck to go your way, and we haven't had a whole lot of that either. So it's a mixture of everything, things we could have done better, things that could have gone our way a bit more. It's just that's the way it goes, but lots of things that we can work on and be really proud of as well at the same time.
How do you sum up the contribution of Kayla here? Because one of the rare imports we've had come back several seasons. Yeah,
we had a really nice morning together with our shoot around. A whole lot of footage was shown of past coaches, players, family, etc. Just to show appreciation. And I just said to the girls, we're really lucky and honoured to have been able to play her final game with her, and for me personally it's been an absolute honour to coach her. She's such a wonderful player, such a valuable asset to any team, and I've really enjoyed working with her, and we're going to miss her a lot.
Sorry to hit you when you've just been getting praised for it, but how's it feel now? As you're sort of sitting on the bench with a few seconds to go and thrown back in the game?
Yeah, I was bawling. No, I'm on an emotional roller coaster, but the main thing I feel is just gratitude. You know, gratitude to everybody. All my teammates were amazing, especially for this past week, just throwing together just a lot of support and a lot of things where I can reminisce on my whole career. But you know, I'm just thankful to God for giving me all this. Couldn't have even dreamt that this would be my life this far, and it's only going to get better. So I'm just very thankful.
Larissa, you got much planned for next season? What goes on from here for the team and for yourself?
Look, everything, like every team, probably do some reviews and work out where we need to get better, what we need to do. As I said, at our best, we're not far off the mark, and at the end of the day, we'll end up missing finals by about 3 games, and I think that just shows how great the league is. But when you look at, say for example, the transformation that Canberra and Boomers have made over the last few seasons, they missed finals for quite a few seasons, and now look where they are now. So it shows that when a club and team really put their heads together, and I mean both those clubs in particular and Adelaide have really recruited heavily and gone after some really big key players, and that's the result. You can see that they're tough. So we need to just, as a club, just review it. Only 18 months ago we were right in there in the GF, and we've just had a couple of, to be honest, really tough seasons. Like, I sympathise with Sydney. That was us last year, losing 3 starters. We've been without Sarah for the whole last 2 seasons, and she's a massive loss for us, and that was a little bit more of her that we saw out there today, but she's going to really take a few more months to get back to where she can be. So yeah, there's a lot of things that we can still be excited about and work towards, and I have no doubt we'll be back right in there.
Do you have you had much idea from the club about whether you're back next season or what you do from here?
There's a whole big direction that the club's trying to go, and everything's being discussed and reviewed. So lots of discussions, but nothing locked away.
With respect to the girls that are in the Opal squad, good recognition for good work for the season?
Yeah, absolutely.
From your team?
Yeah, definitely. Coley, I mean, Laves obviously has been there right in the thick of it, and Sarah, it's really exciting that she can come back and be given the chance to go to these first couple of camps and see how she goes. Coley, I think she's just had a phenomenal season and showed what she's really capable of. I was really adamant when I recruited her that she wasn't going to be playing the one. I've always believed she's a two-man. Was very excited about recruiting her and showing that what she could do. It was a fresh start for me to coach someone like that and for her to come with me as well. So to her credit, she's just been amazing to coach and had a phenomenal season. To her credit, taken everything on board and flown with it. Really proud of her.
For the rest of the team for this season, positives, what can you take from the team?
Yeah, I think we've pretty much covered it all. I think the 3 girls making the Opal squad is great. I think that we've had some great wins. We're 7-2 with the teams that have finished outside the finals. I think that's a great record. We just needed to get it done more consistently against the teams that are in finals. So we've shown that we can match it with them. I think that was a hell of a game out there tonight. Again, we've got players. Kayla, I think in all honesty, she's very modest. Really, her back was absolutely killing her tonight, hence why she was in and out a little bit. So it's broken down on her a little bit in the last few weeks, which has been really frustrating for us because without her out there, she's our linchpin defensively. So she's been a massive loss for us, and she's since that great win against Perth a few weeks ago, she hasn't been back to herself really. Is that fair to say? Yeah. So, and she's her experience, her IQ, her talk, she just controls our whole defence out there, and we haven't had her back for the last 6 weeks. So that's been really tough. So positives are that other players have tried to step up, and Carly, I think, who came in with a fractured wrist and she's had a fat knee all season, so she can hardly train. KD can hardly train. So I think the fact that Carly's really turned a corner in the last 3 weeks shows that she's starting to feel better. So for me, there's lots of things to build on.
It's great. It was great team chemistry then.
There's great team chemistry. They're a great group and a lot of fun.
Yeah, clowns. Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.